Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These products.
What's going on, family? It's your man Tay Sweat here once again with another STB Market Watch. Pretty much where we do all the teaching, we give all the stock alerts. Shout out to my people who just saw all of the free stock alert information that I put in the Discord. And basically, we do it at a level that, for the most part, 99% of your programs, your stock gurus, I got this program. I want you to, buy my program and come on in. I'm going to outdo their programs right here on YouTube and inside my free Discord. That's exactly what we're doing here, right? So most people are paying for stock alerts and lackluster information about stock charts and trading and all of that good stuff. I'm gonna just drop it here. Now, before we get started, somebody's gonna say, "Well, Tay, you still charge for this, and that. What is that then? What is that about?" But essentially, the education is gonna be free. The education, I'm just going to give, I'm going to show. And of course, I'm going to keep some things in house because we don't want them to stop working. We know that happens. You tell too many people about a nice restaurant, it stops being nice because it gets overcrowded, it gets overused, the food is not as good, the drinks are watered down. You know how that goes, right? So there will be some stuff that I keep in house. However, the stuff that I know can help you to make money, the stuff I know that can help you to really level up your trading, I'll teach it here. I'll teach it here. I'll teach it inside the Discord, give you the alerts and whatnot inside the free Discord. And we just roll from there. That's exactly what I'm planning on doing. That's exactly what we're gonna do. I mean, probably until the end of time, right? Now, for those of people who are like, "Well, Tay, what do you charge for then?" Well, honestly, there are going to be people who are like, "Tay, I don't want to rely on you forever. Tay, teach me everything you know, everything you can. Just teach it to me. Sit down with me and point. Like I can't figure it out just watching videos. Sit down with me and teach me how to do this stuff." And then at that point, that's when I'll charge because now I have to actually take time out of my day, time for my family to sit down with you. And that's what we'll do. But until then, if you feel like you could watch some YouTube videos, take a few alerts, and you can be successful, hey, that's what I'll do for you. All right. That being said, who am I and why would I do that? For anybody here who is new, my name is Tay Sweat once again. I am a I was going to say stock trader, but shit, stock, futures, options, crypto, you name it, I can trade it. Why? Because it has a chart and I am a master chartician, technician, whatever you want to call it, right? Because there's different names people want to call them nowadays, especially. But yeah, that's what I do. I've been doing this chart thing since, almost 11 years now. So what would that be? 2000, almost 2012 almost. So I've been looking over this stuff pretty much since, or a little after I filed bankruptcy. A lot of people know my story. I filed bankruptcy in the last crash, and I told myself then that I'd make it my life's mission to figure out the whole system behind stock market and just overall economic market crashes. Um, and I make sure I never go through it again. And once I started learning, I then told myself, not only will I not go through that again and have to file bankruptcy, but I'll also be able to take advantage of the next crash. And that I did. 2018, we had a little baby crash in the market, took advantage of that. 2020, took big advantage of that. 2022, took tremendous amounts of, and STB, we all took advantage of that. So that's what I do and that's why I am, pretty much teaching, and that's why I want to continue to get that information out and help as many people as possible. So that's what this is about. Today, what we're going to get into is pretty much price action trading, right? Using price action and just small levels of it. I'm not going to go too deep into price action, but I like price action. I like price action a lot. I like to see what's going on with the, overall, the market tells you exactly where it wants to go. And that's why I say I'm not going to talk about too much of this because I don't want to teach certain things on YouTube because there's some stuff I know about price action that people will build courses on, right? And I'm not giving that up to these people who are, charlatans. But we will, slightly talk about price action. We'll go over a few things. Before we do that, just know, and I'll put the link below that number one, the free Discord, you want to make sure you are there. If you want the stock alerts, you want to make sure you're getting all of the when I drop a link for the class, you want to make sure you're getting it. You need to be in that free Discord so that I can actually give you everything that I'm trying to give you. Right. Other than that, I mean, let's go over it. Right. I think today what we're going to do is we're going to chart the S&P 500, which we normally do, and then I'm going to get into the actual stock that I alerted. And I may do this every time I drop an alert. I'll kind of go over and see what I'm seeing. All right. So let's get to it. All right, family. So of course, here we have the ES because I like to chart the ES because pretty much runs 23 hours a day, 6 days a week. So it gives us more of a insight to what's about to happen with the market or as far as the S&P 500 before the market opens. So that's why I like trading this for anybody who's new, or not trading it, but just charting it for anybody who's new. What I am seeing here is we had a nice pullback today. I don't think the bull move is done. I think this was just us cooling off. We definitely needed that cool off period. Um, there's a few things that I'm seeing as support, right? Support. We tried to head back to some support here. And then if I actually draw us in here, boom, so we can kind of do that. All right. So yeah, this is what we're trading in. This is our zone. This is our area of, trading that we should have been following. And let me give you my here, 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 here. Pull back a little bit, finish the move here, and then we're coming back. I do think there's a potential to go a little lower. We'll see. Right now, and I go into a lower time frame here in a few, but I do think that it's looking like it's trying to show a reversal sign. I will say that it looks like it's trying to show a reversal sign. So I don't think this fall is going to go all the way down. If it does, though, I'll look for it to hold somewhere in here, 43.90 ish. And then from there, I think we'll get our move back up. Right. That would actually put us at, I mean, 40, 45, 70 ish, which I mean, let's mark this. Okay. This is how I do things. So I want to mark that. And what I need to see, okay, because we're getting ready to get into price action here. What I need to see for me is number one, why do we need to go there? Because price action will tell me, especially if I look at previous price action. If I look back and say, okay, there's a mark, there's an area, but why? Why does it need to go there? Why should I even be looking at that area? Why would it, what is it previously that tells me to go there? And what we could do is we could look back. Now I could tell you now, we're gonna need to look back very, very far to get this price action. So yeah, that's April 2022, right? So that's pretty far back. And as you see, look at here. As you see, it makes sense why it's trying to get back there, right? It makes sense. As a matter of fact, if I was to put this right here, boom, that is right in that area of resistance, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is because something, and okay, this is where we're going to get into some price action stuff, right? Something that a lot of people don't understand, a lot of people don't know is the market is always looking to take out previous highs and previous lows. We call them swing lows, swing highs. And a lot of time they act as support and resistance. Okay, so of course, if we get back up there, it's going to be essentially resistance. Now, one of the things I can also bring in, because I can almost guarantee, I'm just looking at the structure of it. I can almost guarantee you that there's also some type of gap in this area, right? It could be the field goal gap. I know I like to call it the field goal. It could be a field goal gap. It could be a exhaustion gap. But what we would need to do a lot of times, the ES futures do not like to hold and keep gaps long. So what I would like to do is actually go into the S&P, like the SPY, the SPX, and I want to actually look at that and see, hey, is there a gap back in, let me see, what was that date? Look at that date again. I think it was like April 22. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we'll go April 22. Boom. There we go. All right. Boom. All right, so that's April 5th. All right, so I'm gonna put April. I can just push here, 5th. Boom. All right, and then what we can do is go to the SPY just because it's gonna give us exactly what I'm looking for. And I can't guarantee it, but I can almost tell you that 9 times out of 10, it's going to give me that gap that I'm looking for, right? Just because I'm used to doing this stuff. So I've been doing it so long. And I almost guarantee there's a gap somewhere up here on that April 5th ish date, right? And there it is. So it's actually a couple of them, but so we have this one that, of course, it's already been closed. So gap down, came up, closed it, retraced it, right? But there's also another one here that I like, right? Another one here that I like. Close, retrace. When it failed, it closed it again. It needs to retrace. So 457 is definitely something that I'm going to be looking for. And if we zoom back to the present, watch this. What that would do for us is what? Continuous up using the same. Look, I didn't change anything. I'm using the same thing. Okay. I can even go back here and show you that that was support or resistance. Right. And here, boom. All right. And look at that. So support, support, fell in, resistance came down, gave you support, resistance, support, resistance, support. It front ran resistance, front ran support, and then got you to resistance again, and then came back down here to support. So once again, I'm expecting a bounce. I think this thing is going to bounce here pretty soon, unless it just wants to kind of gap down. The reason why I say that is because this looks like a reversal sign, right? A lot of people may know that to be a head and shoulders. Now, what I need to see though is if this is going to actually play out, because head and shoulders doesn't mean anything if you don't close below, right? I need the trigger to initiate or fire. So if it doesn't happen, then what we may get is, once again, you kind of got this little bounce here. It may even peek its head down, move up, boom, boom, right? And it may even, I doubt it kind of does this, but even if it does, there you go. So I'm expecting somewhere in here though. So what I'd like, maybe even something like this, right? Something like this, boom. So that gives me, I don't know, what's it, Thursday, the 29th. So a couple weeks, I think we can make that move. That would give us pretty much a $20 move on the S&P 500. That's a great move. There's some other stuff that I've been looking at that's telling me it wants to get there, right? So speaking about price action, as we get into that, so I kind of showed you some stuff just a little bit earlier about price action, but what I want to show now is what I'm seeing as far as your reversals go. Okay. So price action basically lets you know what the market wants to do as far as its structure. Okay. Anytime you see, for example, like a wick like this, we either need to close above it or close below the lowest wicks. And usually, not always, that's why you have to be careful, because if you don't know, and really what people miss is they don't know, or they haven't figured out where the market is actually trying to go. What is your current trend? And the reason why I say that is because look at this. Okay. We can back test this thing for days, right? 4 days. So for example, if you close above this area, that lets me know we have shifted to a bullish market, right? We've shifted to a bullish market. Even though, I mean, we've already been bullish, so it's not even a shift. This is more of a continuation, right? Now, we also have this, okay? These few areas here. So you got here, you got here. That let us know, okay, that is also a shift in the market. So you had bullish movement, close below. Now that was a bull trap. Oh, that was a bear trap, excuse me. Now, the reason why I want to go over this is because taking out these lows usually means we're ready to reverse. That literally gives you that it's like a signal. However, if you're trying to catch a reversal in the market while you are currently in a bullish trend, that's how you get your head knocked off. Right? You get your head knocked off. Why? Why would, first of all, if I know, see, now I'm about to make sense for a lot of y'all. I'm about to make it make a whole bunch of sense. Okay. Now, if I know I'm supposed to buy when it hits here, right? So let's do this. If I know I'm supposed to buy when it hits here, and maybe, and I'm not even going to suggest you sell when it hits here, but if I know in a bullish trend, we're uptrending. If I know it usually bounces off of here to sell short, and then it usually bounces off of here to go long, then why in the hell, and this is what we have to talk about, why in the hell would I be shorting right here? And this is what a lot of people go wrong. So I'm gonna make, like I said, I'm gonna make this make sense to a lot of y'all. All right, I'm gonna cut this extension off. All right. Why in the hell would I go short right here? Oh, market structure just changed. I just closed below a low. As a matter of fact, I took out 3 lows. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're getting ready to go bearish. Let me short. Where the hell are you going to short? Are you going to literally, and this is what happens, a lot of people short. Look at this, 434. That's where a lot of people would have grabbed that. And what your support is right here, 432. You got $2 of a move. So if it is bearish, you are literally taking your entry, a short entry, right at support. This is where people get clapped. This is where people get hit the hardest because they are selling support. They are buying resistance. Hello. They are selling support. They are buying resistance. I'm going to say it again. They are selling support. They're going short right here. Hits here, and then boom, it bounces against. It's like, man, what's going on? The market's rigged. It's the whales. They're going against all the retail traders. No. You bought a put at support. And you thought it was supposed to fall $50, and you bumped your head against support. A very long term, I mean, as far as day trading or swing trading, this is a very long term support, I might add. This is from the beginning, or excuse me, the middle of May. I would say the end of May, the 23rd. So it's been a month. This has been support for a month. Why would you short right here or right here? Yes, market structure changed. Yes, price action told us we needed to turn over. But why would you do it? That's not a good entry, y'all. Come on. Come on, man. That's not a good entry. All right. And instantly the market told you it was a horrible entry. Why? Because you shifted, look, you shifted structure from bullish to bearish, and instantly it went right back bullish because you got above this high. Now I can guarantee you, let's back test this, okay? Because I want to show you some stuff. So we're gonna erase that. All right. Now, this is like elementary, but we need to go over it. Okay. Now, if we go down into a lower time frame, it told you where it was going. It told you. It told you it didn't want that. Look at that. Boom. Now, if I go into an even lower time frame, it told me even earlier. Look at that. See that? Wick, 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 wick. Took out, first of all, I mean, this one took out like that one and that one. But this one took out all of them, which let me know, uh-oh, we're bullish. This thing's flipping back bullish. Let's go, right? It flipped back bullish. It looks like it gave you I'd say that's a 1-2. Looks like it gave you a little 1-2. And it might come a little bit lower to here. Let's see. It is 1-2. And then we start to go 3. Right? It's a wave 3. We should get a wave 4 here pretty soon. So yeah, gave you 1, 2. Here's 3. And that even gave you one of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, 4 of 3, and then you have 5 of 3. So wave 1, 2, 3, right? Probably should pull back a little bit, give us a 4 and then a 5 up before it gives us the corrective wave. Right? Let's see how this thing wants to work. That was a baby 4. It might be a 4, a wave 4. It might. Yeah, there's your 5. So I mean, I don't make this stuff up, y'all. That looks like a wave A, wave B here, and then it looks like it's trying to give you a wave C down. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm going to re-erase this. Okay. Because some people are going to probably ask me, well, Tay, how did you know this thing was going to turn around? You got to tell me, Tay, how did you know it was going to turn around? Well, once again, going into, see, this is for my people who want a short-term trade. You want a day trade, short-term trade. Okay, I'm showing you some stuff here. Now, this is not the end all be all, but I'm just showing you a little price action work. Okay. So for me, what I like to see is, okay, this is a low, this is a low. Okay, let's see if we can take these out. I'll put it there first because I want to see that one. Okay. If it doesn't take it out, then it's still bullish. Okay, there we go. We took it out. It's now going back up to see if we want to test this. That's a test. Sometimes market, let me say this, market structure and price action will like F with you. The lower the time frame, the more it'll mess with you. So you got to be careful, right? But if we took that out, we are now bearish. Okay, let me show you. So yeah, took my line out here. We're now bearish as long as we don't close above this one. Okay, let's see if we do it. Nope. Look at that. Oh, baby. Look at that. Now I know somebody's gonna tell you knew where this thing was going, though, right? I mean, not really. I'm just explaining to you how we could have seen that coming. I told you, I said, listen, we shifted market structure here. Okay. Close below, letting me know that everything from here as high as here would have been resistance. Okay. And I don't make this stuff up. Okay. It would have been resistance. As a matter of fact, really everything as high as here. Okay. This is what some people may call or consider a sell zone. Right? This is sell zone. Sell zone, sell zone, sell zone. So honestly, this thing could get its head knocked off as high as here. But so the market structure shifting right here gave us exactly what we needed. Boom, move down. How do you know to get out? Well, let me see some market structure shift. Okay, shift it right here. I'm out. Cool. I'm out. I'm out. We just shifted it again. Price action just told me, hey, we're done. We're done falling. I'm ready to go bullish. Right? And that's kind of how you play the game. Okay. See, now it's getting ready to F with you because look at that. It's trying to shift market structure here. Let's see if it continues. Nope. Nope. We're going back up still. Okay. Okay. Shifted market structure. I'm just showing you how it works. Okay. There's a low, close below the low, close below this low, close below this low. Okay. That looks like what, boys and girls? We've already talked about and covered this. That looks like a bear flag to me. Oh, baby. Okay. That's a bear flag to me. So there's a few things I can do. Okay. I could tell you if we get past here, that this would probably try to take us down to, let's say here. That's an ugly line. Let's say here or potentially, I don't think it's going to go that low, but here will be the next level. Okay. And yeah, I just wait for this thing to fall and give me what, give me my money. Look at that. Give me my money. It's front run. It's what you call front running. They're front running this support, right? They're front running this support. Now, the reason why, and a big reason why, is because you also have inconsistency right here. Is what some people call an inconsistency or a field goal. It's what I call my field goal, right? Like I said, Michael calls them fair value gaps. Jay calls them ABC gaps. I call them field goals. Field goal gaps, they're a little bit different than my actual regular gap. But yeah, closes my gap. Okay, there we go. And I know when it comes down, it's going to come back up because gaps are usually held as support and resistance. Okay, so once again, look at that wick, 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 closed above the wicks, coming down to see if it. Let me see if it's real, right? So it's coming down to show me it's real, but I'd like to see a move pop out of it. But you just told me you're ready to go bullish. So this right here is just telling me that we're ready to do this. Let's see if it does it. And there it goes. All right. So once again, you just have to be aware of market structure. That's one of the things you want to look at. Right. So look, gave you market structure. That was your stop. All right. Let me get out of there. So you literally, saw this change. You could have bought 441 and a second buy at 440. Probably placed, stop loss somewhere in here. 440, 34. So honestly, that wouldn't have been a bad risk. That's a dollar risk. So you got in at 441. Could have took a second buy right here, 441, 01, and then placed a stop below 440.32. Goodness gracious. It ran up to 442. This is, once again, this is for me, it's not a big enough move. I like bigger moves. But if you day trading, you get a 440, 441 to 442, 43 type of move. That's a decent price, especially if you're playing like the zero DTE game. For my people who trade options, I mean, that's a solid move. It's a solid move. So, it looks like we got some head and shoulders action coming in. So shoulder, head, looks like it's trying to make a shoulder. Let's see, shouldn't come back as low. Okay, yes. Okay, so boom. So because it continues to do so, look at that. Taking out those orders, boom. Took those out, resistance, continue to fall. Look, took that out, continuing to fall, right? It looks like it's heading for my second level of support. So once again, that head and shoulders did not play out like I wanted it to. So now we need to see what it's going to do. Let's see. This happens. This is one of the things I think a lot of traders, I think they have a hard time with. I'll say it that way because traders people don't like to be wrong. Period. Right. So even in this example that I'm showing you, it's like, oh, it should actually bounce because it's looking like it's trying to give me a reverse or inverse head and shoulders. The fact that it continued lower, people are like, see, you're wrong. And it's like, no, that's fine. That's fine. When I find out I'm wrong because it's closing below here, I just switch my position. Take your loss, enter right here, boom, fall. You have to be ready to do, you have to be ready to go either side. That's just what it is. You cannot be fully bullish. You cannot be fully bearish. And as a matter of fact, I don't care about being right or wrong. I want to be rich. Right? So look at that. Closing above. Wick, wick, wick. So it's closing above. I like that. Should give me, let's see. Let me see if I can spot my next move. Should give me a move up to probably try to test. We got to break this one, but if we can get above that, it's going to try to test somewhere in this area. So let's see if we can get up there. Nope. So that's what we need to be paying attention to, right? It couldn't do it. So this right here, so it got up, tried to hit it again. Look at that, broke it, and then continued down. Then it got down for the day. So once again, this is what we need. And honestly, as we go through price action, honestly, we're in the 5-minute chart and we have not done this. We need to go zoom out and see where you are, right? Because and this is where a lot of people get chopped up, right? So I'm just kind of walking you through where I see this thing going, where it's taken out and then it's continuing down, right? So for me, I'm showing you what price action looks like just as far as taking out the wicks, okay? Let's continue down. Let's see what we got. Okay, I'm trying to do it a little bit slower so I can walk you through step by step. It looks like it's trying to take that one out, but look, it's hitting my lines perfectly. So we got our support and resistance. Look at that support, gap down, next support, 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 support. If it gets underneath support, it becomes resistance. We'll go to my next support. So we'll just keep going. See, okay, yeah. So yeah, held resistance, resistance, resistance. Look at that. Showed you it was resistance. Boom, there's a leak. There's a $2 move in 20 minutes. Nice move, right? So we just keep going. So when you close underneath here, that lets you know price action was trying to keep us going down. There was your resistance level, and we just keep moving. Let's see if you want to hold underneath here, right? Looks like it's trying to shift, and there's your market shift, right? Once again, if you keep everything pretty simple, pretty chill, we place buy order here, stop loss here. I'm gonna make it red, okay? See how we move with it. Boom, boom. See if it's gonna hit me. All right. At that point, honestly, we should be pretty profitable. That took market structure shift right here. Let's see, 435 to 437. That went from 10:45 a.m. to 12:30. That's 2 hours, right? 2 hours. Of course, same thing. Price action is showing you that we're in an uptrend, right? That was perfect. Your stop was here. Literally, you got in here at 35.84. Stop was at 34. I actually would have probably placed it right there at the low. So 35. So 35. So I would have risked 84 cents to take it $2 and some change. I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. It's almost three. I would say close to a 3-to-1 reward and risk. 3-to-1 reward risk. So I mean that's solid. That is solid. And that's the nature of day trading, right? I'm just showing you some day trading stuff. And what I want to go into is if you zoom out, the same thing happens. It's actually a little bit better on the larger time frames. And the reason why I say that is because when that happens on a larger time frame, what I'm going to do is because I know somebody's going to talk crap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase all of this stuff, right? Remove drawings. I'm going to shrink it. And what we're going to do is we're just going to wipe this thing out. Boom. Right. And what I like to do when I wipe stuff out, go from the weekly and then we go down to like 4 hour. Right. So now it gets hard. Because for you, if somebody's like, you still know where it's going, it's like you know where if you can do that and you can wipe things away, you can say, okay, now I know where it's going on that 4 hour chart. I just went to the weekly, right? Yeah, you know where the weekly is going, but you don't know how these candles are going to play on a 4 hour basis. So no, it's better for you to trade and like actually come in to practice. So you can kind of mix it up for yourself, right? But all I'm trying to show you is price action on a 4 hour chart and show you how it works a little bit different. Okay. Actually works a little bit better. I actually like it on I like following price action on larger time frames because they usually hold up a little bit better, right? So look at this. You got this little area here is kind of consolidating. As soon as I break above here, I know, hey, looks like we want to be, looks like we want to be bullish. Stop loss here. Boom. All right, that's an ugly line. Don't judge me. Let's see where we're going. Boom, 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 boom. All right, look, shifted here. It just price action just shifted here. Well, guess what? We got in when we took out this price action. So 441, we got as high as 447. You see what I'm doing? See, I like this a lot better because I get bigger moves. Look at that. I could have got in at 440 and it took me to 440. Let's say almost 447. That's a $7 move. Now, don't get me wrong. Once again, I had to swing it. I got to swing trade it. So 440, 441, we'll say 441. And that took August 3rd to August 18th. So yeah, it took me 2 weeks pretty much. It took me 2 weeks to get a what's that $6, $7 move. Right. I like that though. I like bigger moves. I didn't have to come in here and try to chop the market and watch what it's doing on a day-to-day basis. I place my order. This is an all-time high, so there is no resistance up here. So all I can do is watch price action, baby. So yeah, I got up here. When it closed below my next price structure, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out of there. Right? I'm out of there. Boom. Get out. As a matter of fact, and that's where you need to really start setting your structure as far as, hey, what am I looking to get out of this? right? Because once again, if we come in here and because you always need to find where you are trading, what is your range you're trading in, right? Um, that's a little bit off. That's a little bit off. If I wanted to do it, I mean, honestly, that could be a good one. Let me go back a little bit further. Let's see if this one wants to hold too. Yeah, I like that one better actually. One, two, five. Yeah, I like this one better. I like this one a little bit better. So for me, again, I don't really know exactly where it's going, but what I can tell you is that it's trying to probably get back down somewhere in this area, right? Because there's this big ass gap that we need to come back and retrace, right? Big ass gap we're trying to retrace. And the fact that it's trying to break down, right? It's probably gonna try to make it down there. Oh, which is look at that. It's trying to get down there. And look, it still didn't hit your stop loss though. So if you look, if you were in here, if you were still in here, it did not hit your stop loss. This was our stop loss line. I know my line's a little crooked, but still, it didn't break under this swing low. So look, came down, bounced off your stop. So even if you didn't get out up here, you're like, hey, I'm holding for more. It came down, bounced, gave you a higher move. So now you got an $8-9 move up here, right? Look at this. Came down, broke market structure, boom, gave us a bullish move. And yeah, it came right back to test. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I see a test like that, I'm getting the hell out of there. Because if I didn't get out right here, it came back down to test my low, and then it's now testing that because it used to be support, now it's resistance. I am getting the hell out of there. I don't want it. It can continue to go if it wants to, but I am getting out of there. I do not want that. I do not. I'm not gonna hold through that because that's a break of support and it's testing resistance. So for me, I think that's gonna be a fall. I just need to see. Okay, here we're trying to hold market structure, so it may keep going. But like I said, I'm out of there. I made some good profit. Didn't take me long either. Okay, so back above support, holding support. Look at that support, holding support, and then it looks like this thing wants to try to hold support. Or not. Look, we just broke. Here's your low here. Just broke back below it, holding resistance on this one. So look at that. Holding resistance right here. I don't know. It ain't looking good. I like the leak. I think it's going to leak. Yep. There's my leak. Where? To my box. Remember, the gaps hold support and resistance. This is support. It may bounce or it may try to continue through to close that gap. Let's see. It's bouncing. Coming back down. Boom. Oh, they front ran us. But look at that. It's trying to close it. It's trying to close it. That's exactly what it's doing. There it is. There's my close. Clockwork. Now, once again, this is just me kind of showing you how this thing works. Okay. So once again, we got in what right here. So we got in here, took it up. If you didn't get out when it changed market structure, you had a ride. You had to take a ride. But from August 3rd, August 19th, and then boom, came back up, gave you a nice exit right here around August 26th. So for a month. So for my people who are like, man, Tay, I got to work. I got to do this. I got to do that. Okay, cool. Learn how to trade longer term. Okay, couple weeks out. All good. You could have got in here, set your stop loss here, and just did your thing, big dog. It didn't even take much. You literally could have let this shit move, forget about the charts. And then, hey, you could have been checking back maybe. And it didn't take much. You can check once a day, twice a day. Check it at 9:30 or I say 10:30. Check it at 10:30. Check it at 3:30. All right. Because let's see. Look, 9:30-ish. Told you, look, this is 9:30. There's 10. Okay, so 9:30 is right here. There is okay. Yeah, I say yeah, it closed below here. So that was your market structure shift. Right. So that shift, price action told you we wanted to go down right here. So yep, 9:30 on the 7th. So literally you could have came in 9:30 on the 8th. 9:30 on the 8th. Maybe I'd even give you 9:30 on the 9th. Would have told you get the hell out. And you could have got out and actually went short, okay? Because market structure got here, right? Boom. You could have went short. You could have placed your stop, maybe right here, and let it do its thing. Gap down, and then your target could have been here. This is how it works, right? And then for my people who are like, well, Tay, how did I know it's reversal? Well, let's check it out. Okay, this is something I definitely teach my STB folks, right? Look at this. Oh, it's not doing it. Hold on. There we go. Look at this. Boom. Don't make fun of my head and shoulders. All right. Well, yeah, head and shoulders pattern. Head, shoulders, head, and I'd even say come down and then gave you a shoulder, honestly. So here's your neckline. I'd say maybe somewhere in here. I know it looks ugly. There's your neckline. Look, it's holding support. We get a close below this neckline. We going, I mean, we get rid of fall. Probably to about here. This is where I will probably look to grab, extend it right. Right. I'm just showing you some stuff, right? So if we can close below here, I think I'm going to take it down here. If we cannot close below here, then it's going to bounce. So that's what I'm looking for. Let's see if it's going to bounce. Let's see what we got. All right, price action's telling me something a little different. Let's see. Now it's fighting it. Look, it's fighting resistance. Look, support. You get below, becomes resistance. That's how this thing works. So let's continue. All right, got above. Okay, gapped up above, should hold support now. No, it still wants to go down, looks like. That's what price action is telling me. All right, still bouncing off that support. Remember, I told you the gaps will hold support. So now it's just fighting. And because it's not closing below this line, we are still bullish. Closed above here, came back, just to let you know it's real, hold support. Your next resistance area should be somewhere in here. All right, let's see if we can gap above that. Okay, here it is. Next area I'd be looking for is maybe somewhere in here. Let's see if we can get up there. Bingo. Let's see if it holds resistance. Nope, wants to continue. All right, and now we out of there. So this thing looks like it just keeps making higher highs. I mean, look at this. You can't even draw a channel on that. It's just bullish. Right? It's just bullish. So it's moving up. Yeah. So yeah, when I see something like that, I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. So what we would do is we would just monitor this line, see if we can get it. We'd monitor this line for when it closes. That lets us know that yeah, this would play out. But by the time you get down here, no matter if that plays out or not, because by the time you get down there, that would be the play. That would be the play. So this is what I see. Once again, it looks like it's trying to make another head and shoulder. So, it's just I like to look at price action, yes, but also, I like reversal patterns, things like that. Bear flags, bull flags. I like to see my channels, all of that good stuff. Okay, so that's what we have on SPY. Okay, we're gonna stop the replay, and then we're gonna go to today's review on the alert that I gave today. All right. What I've been looking at, honestly, let's go to the weekly chart. Looking at this downtrend that I've been seeing, and this here looks very reversal-ish to me. So I'm like, that looks reversal. That looks very reversal-like. It's very reversal-like to me. So there's a couple trends that we can follow. Okay, a couple trends that we can follow. So here's one. Trend line. Remember, we need 3 or more touch points. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got above, hold 11. Try to even hold support here, right? So for me, we've broken above that one. There's another one that I'd like to look at. And I'm actually going to do this right here. All right. So I like this one. Okay. So for me, this was the area that we needed to break first. We broke this area first. And it's still kind of doing this thing, right? Some of my people who are very knowledgeable, maybe you came into STB, you kind of know what this is, right? You know what time this is. So this looks very support like and reversal like. So what I'm seeing is this is very reversal like. And what I will be looking for once again is a break above here and move out. Okay. If we go down to smaller time frames, let's go 4 hours. Once again, seeing the same patterns play out on the 4 hour. Boom, 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 boom. It's very, very, very reversal like, right? So there's your head and shoulders. It played out really well, I might add. Yeah, so head and shoulders, broke it, fell down, right? Once it fell down, this is giving you a sign that, hey, we're done falling. You're done. You're done. All right, so there it is. And as far as I'm concerned, that is pretty much your support. Right? And it made it out of there. So just looking at that, those few things. Of course, I like to bring in other things like my EMAs. Let's see. We're going to take this, make it, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to take this, make it a 20 EMA, yellow line, bingo. For anybody who's more of like a shorter term trader, you know that 20 EMA is a good indicator. Some people use the 21. So we can even go just in case somebody's here like, oh, we use the 21, Tay. Okay. There you go. So the 21 EMA has you looking bullish. Okay. Has you looking bullish. So I like this. This does look like it's trying to create some reversal, like a sign of reversal. However, like I told you, if it does not fall below that neckline, then we're going to continue up. So that's my time for the day, family. I did not bring my laptop computer charger, so my battery's about to die. So this has been another great STB Market Watch. I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you're in that free Discord because I will be giving more. I'm just going to basically make somebody's paid course. I'm just going to give it away for free. Show y'all how we get down, right? Once again, if you really want me to sit down with you and teach you, then yeah, I'll charge you. But other than that, the information is free. Take it. Let's get it. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.
Secure the bag, yeah, that's the brand, and we get to the bag. These